Today we're going to be painting a Brooklyn Bridge scene. So we're going to do our background first, and then we'll add our bridge detail, and then we'll add some fun little colorful details. So the first thing you're going to need to do is open all your paints. You have a paper towel set aside, and you should have two brushes, a bigger one and a smaller one. The bigger one we're going to use first. That is for big spaces, big brush, little spaces, little details, little brush. So we're going to start with our sky first. We're going to put a nice blue line, and then just kind of around halfway across your canvas, it's going to be like a light blue. So I'm going to start with my big brush. I don't need to dip it in water or anything. I'm just going to put a nice blue line across the top of my canvas. You could do your edges if you'd like as well. Once I have my blue done, I'm going to wash and dry my brush on the paper towel. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some white, and I'm going to go into that blue, and then keep on bringing that light blue down. So go into your blue, and then bring that light blue down. The more you brush, the more you go left and right, the more it'll blend. If you're finding your sky is too blue, you might want to wash your brush and just try and blend with a clean brush. Once you take that sky to the midway point of your canvas, we're going to start adding some colors. So you're going to need to use a clean brush, and I am just adding just a little yellow, and I'm going to add a little red into the sky. We're right where the sky is kind of light, so you get like different colors in your sky. So almost it's like going to be a reflection of that colorful river that we have below us. So I'm adding a little yellow on the left side, and I'm going to add a little red on the right side. You might get a little purple if it's mixing with the blue, but that's okay. We're just adding a little bit of color into our sky. Once the sky is finished, we're going to start working on our like little buildings in the background. So I'm just taking my small brush and some blue, and I'm just going to make a skyline. I'm just going to put random rectangles, random shapes to make some buildings. And I'm going to go all along. I'm starting above where the sky ends, and I'm just going to go all along and just put some buildings. Keep it really simple. Don't put anything too crazy. It's not the exact skyline that you see from the Brooklyn Bridge, but it will do. So I am just finishing up that skyline. And what you're going to do once you're finished with that skyline, you're just going to start filling it in with blue. You don't have to take blue all the way down to the canvas, to the bottom of the canvas, but you're just going to extend that blue, and then that blue will eventually become our river a little bit. So I'm just taking some blue, filling in my buildings, and going a little further to create that skyline. So I extended that blue a little bit, and now I am just the remaining part of the canvas. I am just going to take my bigger brush and I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to first fill it in with blue, and then I'll add some red and some yellow and maybe a little white, and I'm going to start filling in that river. When you fill in that river, you want to go left to right so it creates a little movement in the river. So I'm just adding a bunch of colors. If they mix, that's okay. We want it to be kind of colorful, but we don't want it to be too mixed. So you want to keep those brush strokes like really chunky and nice so you get some nice color without too much mixing. Once the river is finished, we're going to take about a 5-minute break. During that time, if you need to get more paper towels, you need to take a bathroom break, go for it. But just let it dry and then we'll come back and start adding the detail.